listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean. Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Dad's After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Dad's After Show.
I do. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw him in the air. Yeah, that's because we're all true players. Hey, everybody, what's up? This is the Dad's After Show at AFTERBUZZ TV for Dads on Fox. This is episode 10, The Glitch Who Stole Christmas, season 1. I am your host, Lauren Leonelli, and here with me we have...
Kevin John. I'm sorry, I was
You're waiting.
I was going to say to some other people.
And there's just some other people here.
I'm here, Jen.
That's right. Jen the Jew.
Happy Christmas.
Happy end of Hanukkah.
That was yesterday. Hug Sameach.
What?
It means like Happy Hanukkah.
Okay, how do you do that?
Hug Sameach.
Hugs. Hug. I'm getting a in there somewhere.
There is. Hug.
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 Uh-huh.
Sameach.
Sameach at the end, too.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's a
so
talent. I will
good.
say that is a talent.
It feels like you're honking a loogie. Yeah.
It's almost.
It's almost.
But not.
It's borderline.
It's graceful.
You try.
I'm sorry, that was horrible.
No.
What was it?
Hug.
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 Sameach.
Hugs. All right.
Speaking of Hebrew words.
Speaking of Hebrew words and
holidays.
Christmas and holidays, this episode starts off with... did Marissa just come out of the bathroom?
No.
She did.
That was weird. Sorry, there was something happening behind me.
Producers have to go as well.
Hey, you gotta go, you gotta go. This episode started out with David wanting... Well, I think it started out with a holiday party.
No, it started out, I think, with Eli bringing home a gift.
Yes, that was how it started out.
He gave David a gift, and David didn't want the gift.
Yeah.
And he's like,
what was
why
the
not?
gift?
I don't think he actually said what it was.
Yeah.
But then he gave Edna a set of keys, and she's like, a car? And he's like, oh, no, I just changed the locks.
Yeah, but then he gave her the spray. The furniture
No, before
stuff.
that, the laptop.
Oh, the laptop.
That was funny as hell.
And he's like, you can just return it for $1,500.
She was like, gay?
Laptop
I love that.
for the internet. Yeah. We have been asking for more Tonita Castro for more Edna, and we got her.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
Oh, man. So stereotypical, too.
Love everything about that.
I know, I love her. So she, they're passing around presents, and I kind of like that Eli didn't, throw a fit about not getting a present from his dad. Like, normally he'd be like, but Dad, I'm broken because of you. Wah! But this time he was like, oh, whatever. You're just like, fine, you didn't get a present.
Or he was like, I've stopped expecting anything from you.
I'm not surprised. Like, whatever. And I think that's kind of what got the dad to think. It's like that reaction is what got David to...
It was like reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology, totally. And so Edna was like, come on, you got to get off your ass and get a job. And he was like, I don't have a job. What am I going to do? And so she comes up with, he's like, I'm not going to, what did he say? I'm not going to mow lawns or something. I'm like, oh God. So then cut to the other storyline. So we've got David trying to find a job because he decides, okay, I want to get a present for my son. Well, in the interim, we've got a holiday party going on, and I love that Eli is kind of calling out the steps of getting drunk, the stages that a girl goes through. And the first one was like, who has a cigarette? And then and my sister's wedding was so beautiful. And then it's, oh my gosh, let's leave and go to the strip club. And that's when he zooms in. That's when he swoops in, because we have all been touching on this Eli Veronica little thing happening.
Yeah.
I thought something was going to happen tonight. Did you
Totally
guys?
did. I was hoping.
I thought something was going to happen in the chimney, you know. Even though actually, we haven't got to that part yet. But,
No, that's fine. But yeah, I did think something was going to happen, though.
Yeah.
I didn't know where the story was going, clearly. I didn't know they were all going to be shoved in a chimney at the end of the episode. But I totally was like, this is it. Because it's probably because we've been talking about it, too. I'm like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
He's talking about Veronica. Because he's like, yeah, this is the time of year where she has one too many drinks. And I was like, oh, he's totally going to swoop in.
Totally.
We've been feeling this energy, this ST, sexual tension. ST? No?
Totally.
I say
I know
things, and these
STD.
two look at
That's the acronym I'm familiar with.
You've never heard ST before, but you guys look at me like I am speaking another language.
Or you have like horns.
Or like I have...
I just like looking at you, Lauren.
Oh, Kevin.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
He's trying to win me back after... Don't do that, Jen the Jew. He's trying to win me back after flicking the pen in my face last week.
Hey, that was classic.
I feel like you're getting ready to do the same thing.
I know, right?
ready to
She's
catapult.
armed and ready.
As long as you don't get me.
I'm putting it down. Okay, so we're in the office and they're having a holiday party and they're drinking and they're having fun. And I like that they were having fun because they were basically like, here comes we're fixing a camera.
Did he come out of the bathroom too?
Things are coming.
No.
Things are going on. It's no big deal. Okay, so I like that they weren't like trying to make this like some tame holiday party. These guys are young. They're having fun, and they're like, "What?" Warner sees Eli. He's like, "Why don't you have a drink in your hand?" Like they're just like going for it. I love that Veronica was like drunk. She's her throwing a bra around.
There were so many employees.
Yeah, there were.
Where did they come from?
And what about the guy that stares at the crotches?
Oh, I forgot about him, even though he was the reason for the whole thing.
He's the reason why the video game was tainted or whatever.
Sabotaged,
but
yeah.
So, and you guys, somebody predicted that they were going to make a new video game and there was going to be something. Yeah, that was you.
I saw that and I was like, get out.
So they make
John
this new.
was listening.
They make this new video game and they. Because last year they couldn't have the holiday party because they had the picket line outside from the parents group that is like against their violent and inappropriate video games. So this year they made one that was like Santa's safe and fun sleigh ride, and they personally hand Crawford comes in. I like how Crawford is always trying to get in on the business, and actually this time what he did say was kind of helpful. He's like, let us personally hand you this video game because it is what you would like. Well, we come to find out that the guy that they didn't invite to the party, that they fired a week before, went in and sabotaged the game.
I really want to know who in the writer's room was like, let's make the guy be a crotch starer.
It was probably John Viner.
I'm going to ask him. I need to know.
John Viner,
we should have had him call in tonight.
Can you somebody?
Should I text him? I'll text him.
Somebody, or tweet or whatever, and ask him.
Tweet.
Yeah. And ask him if that was him, because I don't know who wrote this episode. I should have paid attention to that. There's just so much going on. So yeah, they decide to make the guy inappropriately stare at people's crotches. I actually know a guy
that does that.
That stares
at women's crotches or boys' crotches.
Like not okay. I'm not saying he's staring at my boobs. He kind of tries to avoid eye contact and looks like this at everybody. So his eye line is always like here.
I see.
And I'm like, I think it's just because he's avoiding eye contact, but I wonder if this has got to be coming from a real thing. Like there's got to be a guy that somebody in the writer's room knew that like did that for whatever reason, just like look down at people's crotches.
I'm asking if I get service while we're here and he writes me back, I will tell everyone who did.
So that little funny, and I like how they could have just made anybody a disgruntled, employee, but I like how they threw that little detail in, that he uncomfortably stares at people's crotches, and they're both standing there covering their crotches, like, they're so...
It was so weird.
So weird.
The creepiest, like everyone, I think the thing is everyone knows an employee or has had, a colleague that had some kind of weird
like
or strange habit. Maybe
Kevin?
Not necessarily staring at crotches.
Okay, but fine, but like what? Who have you had that's...
just okay, like for example, there's this teacher that I work with all the time.
Oh, this is going to be good. I'm scared.
When you put that pin up, I got
I'm sorry,
nervous.
okay, well, now you know how it feels.
Pins down, okay?
Yeah.
But I have this teacher and she has what I don't know what the correct diagnostic is for it, but she will keep talking at you and looking at you even when you moved on for the conversation and started doing something else. In other words, she doesn't know when to stop talking.
What?
She'll just keep going.
It's a real disease?
So you'll be like, okay, it really is.
Sounds like
absolutely.
It's like social cues
it sounds
or something.
like you.
Wow. So we just know that Jen the Jew has.
I'm kidding. She totally doesn't do that.
She
Wait,
doesn't.
Kevin, but she does like to
Even
talk
though
a
she
lot.
does stare at my crotch sometimes.
She does do that too.
I mean, I don't mind that part, but still, it's
Wait,
the.
Kevin,
I have all of the diagnoses.
Kevin, I don't understand. Can you please be the teacher and I'll be you?
Okay, great.
Okay,
great.
so
okay,
hey,
so
Kevin, how was your day?
So you're me, right?
Yeah, I'm you.
Okay.
Oh, hi, teacher with the disease. How was your day?
Oh, my day was great. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you. You know Marcy, right? In the 3rd grade, Marcy?
Yeah,
of course you know Marcy, yeah. Well, Marcy has a daughter, a father named Dave. Dave, you know Dave.
Yeah.
Dave has a wife named Lauren. And
Oh,
Lauren
wait.
and Dave still get together. Hold on. And they get together.
I'm
and-
gonna.
Yeah. No, but like I said, so Dave and Lauren, they get together and they're talking about Lori's progress report. And this is what funny. She
And
said her
now I've
dog
left
ate her
the
thing.
conversation.
And then she keeps going and still talks while you leave, and you keep going. And she doesn't
You're
get
like,
the-
bye.
Yeah,
And she's
exactly.
still talking.
Exactly.
Is this conversation
She does
still
not get
happening?
it.
No,
And
seriously?
Everybody talks about her. So it's not like it's just one person that experienced that. Everybody knows she has
Wait,
this issue.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either, but
It's a social disorder.
Okay,
or
that's
something.
weird.
Tell her to
I mean,
just
not
take
weird. I
Xanax.
don't wanna
maybe
say
social
weird.
awkwardness. I don't know what to call it.
What about you? Have you had a weird coworker?
No, I clearly have all the issues myself.
Yeah, you do.
I am the weird
But they're
coworker.
infectious, so maybe you
Yeah,
spread them to
ooh,
other
you are the.
coworkers.
I'm it.
No, seriously, you don't have that experience.
I don't know. I told you today, though, on the way here, that I do tend to like peek my head into the other office, and
Actually-
I'm like, "Hello."
Time out. I'm gonna throw because I remember you were talking about your job. Or was this last week or the week before?
Mm-hmm.
And someone that was driving you nuts, and something or other was going on.
No,
Not to put your business out on blast.
I would
but-
never say
I don't
that.
remember that.
Okay. You had a crazy day there, and you were talking about
That
somebody.
might have happened, but that.
And
Well, anyway, we've
whatever.
all this. I
Lauren,
like.
do you have one?
No, yeah. Well, I was telling you that guy that he stares at this region.
Oh, that dude,
Because
okay,
he's like
yeah.
trying to avoid eye contact, and
Did you ever
You
tell
know.
him, like, do you know that you're staring at
somebody
my...
called him out on it, like, and was like, "You need to make eye contact," because it was in a class setting, and it was like, anyway, it was whatever.
Weird.
So, but anyway, to go back, we digressed a little, but we like to talk about personal things sometimes.
Exactly.
Because we all know that you're probably in your mind thinking, I've had that happen to me before, but which is why I like how they did that in
Yeah.
this episode, how they made it personal. The guy that stares at the crotches.
I'm dying to find out who is the one who like came up with that, or
So-
like how, the origination of the crotch stare.
So I know.
Anyway.
So Veronica sobers
witty.
up because she's got that Asian.
Oh my God, that was
gene
so
that makes
funny.
them sober up when.
Yeah.
What was it?
She said I'm Asian. I sober up when talking about money or something like
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't an Asian gene, but it was an Asian. I can't think of the word, but it was something like my Asian gene, blah blah blah.
But then she was like fully alert.
She was totally alert. And did you like how she rambled off all that stuff?
Oh,
she's
and-
like, oh my God, he obviously sabotaged the game. You look for anything that has to do with the penis, foreskin, da 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 da, and then she went through a vagina. Whatever, all the I
It
liked
was
the
so
hard
funny.
poo, soft poo diarrhea.
Oh, that was so great. And she nailed that dialogue,
I'm
too.
sorry, she nailed that, but I am a sucker for a potty joke. Clearly, I mean, Dumb and Dumber, the scene in Dumb and Dumber when he has to go to the bathroom because of the laxative. I mean, I die every time.
Oh, my
Jeff
gosh.
Daniels.
I was thinking the other time when he had to use the bathroom in the car, and he's like, dude, the bottle was getting up, and he had to go use the
yeah.
bathroom.
And then the cop pulls them over.
Yes.
That's my friend Harlan Williams that pulls them over.
Oh my
Are you
God.
serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, he is one of my favorite people in the world. Like, he is so funny. He doesn't even have to. He just like, hi, and I'm like, he's so funny. Harlan, holla.
That's
for
an
you.
exclusive here.
Follow him at Harlan Williams on Instagram. And, no, not on Instagram, on Twitter. I don't know his Instagram, but anyway, he's
Wow,
hilarious.
I did not know
So,
that.
he would be funny on this show. He would be so funny on this show.
He
We
could
need
have
to
been
get
the
him
staring
on.
at the crotch
He
guy.
totally could have been because he's like that funny character actor.
Yeah.
So anyway, Veronica she always comes and saves the day. She's like, you guys,
Yes.
get it together. They watched the video game. Their faces after watching the video game were hysterical. Like, they were like, oh God. She's like, what happened? And they couldn't say the word. They're like, instead of every time it says Christmas, you know, we say Christmas like 1,000 times in this. Every time we say Christmas, he picked another word. And did he say it sounds like Christmas or something? So I was like, what is the word?
I
And
couldn't figure it out
couldn't
either
figure it out until the end. But I was like, Christmas clitoris? Probably not supposed to be saying that, but I was like trying to figure out an inappropriate word that kind of sounded like
Yeah.
Christmas because I'm like, I don't get it. So I don't know if all you out there couldn't figure that out, but I didn't know what the word was.
I didn't know either.
Okay, so then now we see David at the mall, he's dressed up like Santa with Edna, and she's like a snowman. And I was thinking this is going to be like A Christmas Story where the Santa's mean, and it kind of was. But I will say that
Deep breath.
David, I know that he's like a grumpy old man, but sometimes I want to see like a little something else.
Like dynamic
Yeah.
qualities.
Right? What about you?
You know,
Kevin?
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to disagree with both of you. I
Okay,
think this
all right.
was the most hilarious
Okay.
scene, and I thought he was at the top of this game in
You know,
this.
yeah.
I mean, from the...
Okay, the one part that I thought was funny was when he told the kid, he's like, I'm going to save you a lot of trouble. You're gay.
Yeah.
Well, that. But even before that,
I liked The Shining when he's like, "Oh, The Shining."
Yeah.
The two little girls.
Yeah. But like, I think because we've seen this side of him so frequently that we're kind of like, okay, you're evil. We get it.
Yeah.
Who was not laughing when he was saying those jokes? Like the kid, he was like, "Give me something that's not fake," and he was like, "Oh, like your mother's
Mother's
breast."
boobs, yeah.
You guys were laughing when he
Or
said
when
that.
he
They were just
did it-
like,
well, yeah.
the fat kid.
He didn't. He's like, "Don't sit on my lap."
That was hilarious. I thought
It was hilarious. I just feel like it's one note all the time.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm not saying it's not. He is funny. They're all funny. I just wanted to see something else, which I got a snippet of at the end, but which we'll get to. But I don't know. I guess it was.
Okay, if you didn't like him, can you at least go back to the beginning of that scene when the manager is talking,
Oh.
and he was like, "Here are the rules.
Yeah.
No
Whatever
erections.
No erections.
No erections.
That was
Leave it in the
hilarious.
parking lot. You are flaccid at all times. I was like, oh
I
my
can't believe
God.
that they said that. Wait, but also they didn't say don't drink.
They didn't say don't drink. And
Yeah,
then
well-
Edna, so that's when we figure out, okay, so how is Edna dealing with this? And she's like, it's Christmas, it's the kids, and I'm drunk. That was
Wait, so
hysterical.
Eli doesn't pay her enough? Like, what's the deal? Like, why'd she need that other job?
Oh, I think Eli seems like, sorry, I feel like my nose is running. Eli seems like he's generous with her. I mean, he gave her a laptop, and he loves her and wants her around. I think maybe she just...
Honestly, I don't think.
Is she trying to be stereotypical and have like more than one job? I don't know where they're going
and
with
because
that.
I think they wanted to like tie it to him being Santa, and like how else would he be Santa?
Right, yeah, I think it was just a way, like it makes sense
It was
for
a
her.
storyline for him.
It makes
It
sense
was a
for her
vehicle
to
for her,
want to
right.
have another job, and just because of the stereotype, not because, I
Right.
mean, you know, I don't know. But he seems like he takes care of her, though, so it's not that, I don't think it's because of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why she would have
So
another
John
job.
Viner says it was not him. He wrote, did you come up with the crotch stare? He goes, no, sorry, still like me? Nope. I'm going to write no.
Not anymore. Oh, well, John Viner, we gave you credit where credit wasn't.
Seemed like so you.
Seemed like you, John Viner. It
So
seemed
you.
like you.
I could have actually seen John playing that role too, because he
Right.
was
The
just kind of
crotch
like
stirrer, he
yeah,
could
I could have totally
Starer.
seen him playing
And
that.
then he could have roller beat his way on right out
with his shirt off.
with his shirt
He
on.
totally could have taken a shower.
He looks at the crotch. Oh yeah, there you go.
Shua.
Whatever. We love John.
Yeah, he's great.
I mean,
Yeah. So, so we have the Santa, the mad Santa. He's making fun of all the kids, and then Edna is like, "I'm drunk," and he's like, "Oh, that is good hot chocolate." So then he starts to like lighten up a little bit, but he's still being, you know, like his typical dry, grumpy self.
Well, let me say this. I think that kind of typical dry humor worked really good in the Santa
It
outfit.
did. Okay.
if it
yeah.
wasn't in
think
every episode, I don't
That's
think
what
we
I'm
would
saying.
be so like worn out by him being angry and mean.
Yeah,
in one
I
day.
agree. I agree.
I think you're right, Kevin. For sure, perfect for that. But I was like wanting something else. But I guess if you would have done something else, it wouldn't have been as funny. So it was like, I get it.
Yeah.
And we discover then at this point that Eli and Warner and Veronica are like, the only thing we can do is just go to the guy's house and try and get this video game, because now they've got to try and they hand the hand deliver or give the head of that organization the video game, and then obviously discover that it's something horrible, which the word we don't know yet
Right.
is in this game. And so they try and go over there, and they're being nice, and he's going, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Warner on the door, and Veronica gets annoyed. They're like, it's right there on the table. We got to just get in there. They go Santa style down the chimney. And Veronica convinces both Warner and Eli, oh, well, whoever is like in charge of this company.
That was so smart.
They got tricked, and they both got stuck down there. And then how did Veronica end up getting down there?
Because Crawford went to help them,
Oh, right.
and then she went to help them.
Yeah. Crawford was funny. I love when Crawford came in and said, oh my gosh, hi guys. He's like so cheery all the time, but not in an annoying way because he
No.
still does funny things. He still does inappropriate things.
Yeah.
So it's like a nice mix. And he said, are you guys hungry? And they're like, yeah. He's like, me too. So, and then just like changes. I thought that was really cute. The way he delivered it. I loved
Me too.
that. And so then Veronica falls in and so does Crawford. And then they discover I like when Warner was getting the phone from Eli, and he was like, "Merry Christmas, buddy." He's like, "You're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there." Oh, so inappropriate. I love them together, and I liked the part where. I know we had Seth on, and he does a lot of impersonations, and he's done this before on the show, but he did a quick Warner impersonation, and I thought it was really spot on and like subtle, but pretty perfect when he
How
was
did
like,
it go?
I can't do it myself, but it was the part where Warner said to call the cops, and Eli's like, why are we calling the cops? And he's like, you just want to disagree with everything. I don't think we should call the cops. Well, you just want to disagree with everything I say. No, I don't. Well, you're doing it right now. If I had said call the cops, you would have been like, and then he impersonated Warner going, no, I don't think that's a good idea to call the cops. And it was so perfect. It was only just a second, and it wasn't like an overt impersonation, but it was like, I don't know. I just think Seth is so talented with stuff like that. And
He
he
is.
sounded like him, and he like gets that like body and that awkward body. And they made fun of Giovanni too, that he was so skinny they could slide him under the door like a hotel receipt.
Yeah.
Like that was funny.
He's like, I'm fat.
And then he said, no, I'm fat. Oh, I think that was my favorite part.
That was mine too.
Like let's slide you under the door because you're so skinny. No, I'm fat was so hysterical. Like you didn't like that, Kevin?
I liked David as the Santa Claus.
We're all just on different
two
pages
against one.
tonight. 2 against 1. It's like a girl-guy thing, maybe. I don't know.
It is, and I'm overruled by estrogen right now,
That's
so there's
right.
not much I can.
So they all end up in the chimney because they all have fallen through now. And then Crawford falls asleep. And then David falls in because he's trying to help them with the cheap Santa belt. And he falls in and he says, this is the part that I was waiting for. I wanted a little different tone from him. And I got it there when he said, well, they're like, why are you in a Santa outfit? And he's like, because this was supposed to be a secret, but I got a job so I could buy you a present. And
That
what did
was
he
sweet.
buy him?
A dead
goldfish.
goat.
Oh,
Well, it was alive
goldfish, yeah.
at some point.
It was alive, but it was
was.
dead when he.
That was kind of cute.
And it was funny
I
the way he
like-
had it in a little Ziploc
I
bag.
know.
It's like,
So Edna saves the day because she sprays the furniture polish all over herself and slips them all down the chimney. And now they're in the guy's house, and he's standing there in his Christmas sweater, like, And they explain everything. There was and he's actually not offended by
No,
it.
he's like, I mean, when I first heard it, I was surprised, but then I was like, oh, it's funny.
And then we figure out it's the most offensive word in the English language. It's an African American guy. You put 2 and 2 together. We figure out what the word is. Which was, I mean, yeah, that's offensive, of course, but I didn't think that, I thought that they said it rhymed with Christmas or something.
I was so confused
I
at
was
that point, and I
confused.
was like, okay, I'll just take it.
That's what the word is, obviously. At that point, did you get it at that point?
I got it after, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, at
but
that point.
initially, when they were.
I didn't get it.
Yeah,
Right.
it didn't make
okay.
sense.
So, and then the wife comes in, and she's like, "Oh no, you didn't!"
That
And
was-
she
She
is
was most offended.
pissed.
Yeah.
She is like, "Get the hell out of my house! You guys are racist." And
Edna's like, but he's black.
Yeah.
Or something.
And then Crawford's like, oh, white women.
yeah, I know.
Yes, that was so
I know.
funny.
I loved
That was
it.
hilarious.
Oh, that was cute. I like how they were just kind of like, oh, and then oh no, and she's like, "You people." The wife said,
Oh,
"You
yeah.
people." He's like, "Oh, us people," like that. I loved
Yeah.
that. Those little subtle
Yeah.
little things that were happening. There was a
I
lot
wish
of
we were in the audience for that.
Yeah, there was a lot of funny banter going on right there. I wish we would know what was like improv and not there. I
Right.
don't have any inside knowledge on that right now, but I'm sure most of it was because they always do that and they're funny.
So
and
You said if we were in the audience, how do we get in on the audience?
we just
We
go.
ask.
You
we
just
just
asked?
go.
But what
We
if our
can go.
listeners want to go in and see the audience? Right?
Oh, I don't know about that. I think, no,
Oh.
you know what? Online.
Yeah.
There's a site which I can research, tweet it. I'll tweet it tomorrow.
Yeah.
If somebody reminds me, or tweet at me to remind me.
you
There
go.
is a site where you can sign up for tickets, and I believe it's free, and you go.
Yeah, I think it is.
And you can hang out there. It's
You
like
get-
a really long
Yeah, you get
thing.
there at like 5 or something. And
I think
you're
a little
there
bit
till, like-
earlier,
and
4
you-
to 9.
Yeah, you're. Because
And they
they're
feed
setting
you if
up-
it goes for a
they're-
while.
They're setting up shots. They have like a guy that warms up.
He's
that we talked
hysterical.
about.
You should go even to
Just
see
to
that.
see him.
Yeah.
They like do games and stuff in the middle. He does magic tricks. It's really like a fun experience. You get to see everybody.
I mean, you're watching them, it's not like a seamless theatrical play where you're just moving from
Right.
scene to scene. Like, they do reshoot, they do things.
And you can see them do
different
the improv stuff,
If you want to
so-
see the process,
So
right,
it's a
and
fun
not just the end
experience.
result.
yeah, if you're in LA or you're visiting LA, you should
And
definitely.
it's on Fox, which is in the Fox lot, which is like Culver City area.
Is that Century City?
Century City.
Century
or Century
City,
City,
yeah.
yeah.
It's off Pico, right? I
Yeah,
wanna say?
it's on
Okay.
Pico, across the street from a park, and it's a beautiful lot. They're
It
in the
is.
Simpsons lot, actually.
Who?
The Simpsons stage.
Who?
Dad's. It's filmed on the Simpsons stage.
What's that?
It's like on the Fox lot. It's
Really?
one of the
No, what did you call it?
the Simpsons.
What's
the
that?
the
this
show,
real life?
The Simpsons.
Are you playing with us?
You know the
No,
cartoon.
no, I don't watch a lot of animation. Is
You've
Stop
never heard
it.
of The Simpsons?
it like Family Guy or something?
Is he making fun of us?
I don't think he's being serious right now.
I'm not being serious. Keep going.
Oh my God! I wanted to smack
oh
you.
my God!
I kind of wanted to
believed you
keep
for
it
a
going
second.
just to see because Jen was like over here almost boiling.
I
when
was
didn't-
Like, what's wrong with you?
So like, Kevin, stop talking. Oh my God. Anyway, so if you guys want to go see it live, that's how you do it. It's fun.
Slit his throat.
We should.
know.
I know she was that. If you aren't,
should've
if
kept
you're
going with
only
it.
listening, you just missed the scariest look on Jen the G's face I've
Right?
ever seen in my life. And if you are watching, you know what I'm talking about. And also, if you're watching and listening, don't forget to go onto iTunes and rate and comment. Tell a friend. Keep the conversation going. Give us 5 stars. I mean, you might as well.
It's like a Christmas gift.
Or Hanukkah gift
Hanukkah.
Or Kwanzaa.
Or
For the
Kwanzaa.
black listeners.
for you people.
You,
Or whatever other holiday you celebrate. It's a gift giving time, and you should give us the gift of 5 stars and telling friends and keeping all of this fun, business going, continuing. We are here talking about the show because we love it, and we know you guys do too. So let us know what you think. Okay, well, I think that we pretty much wrapped up that episode, The Glitch Who Stole Christmas. I thought
Absolutely.
the best part was Giovanni saying I'm fat.
I thought it was really funny because we do always talk about that.
And you liked Santa.
You like
yeah,
Bad Santa.
I like Santa. The whole I'm fat.
all right.
Maybe it's because that's something women
And
always say.
I'm glad we got to see a lot of Edna and Veronica. We've been asking
Yes.
for them.
Samesies. Not enough of
Yes.
Vanessa.
I know we needed more Camilla. She came and helped like she would
Yeah.
with the drunk girl. Put your head down on the desk. That was cute. But yeah, not enough. We'll see. I hope we get to see more of
Yeah,
her next
I'm
time.
sure we will.
Okay. How about some news and gossip?
AfterBuzz TV News.
Okay, so Dads was nominated for a People's Choice Award in the category of Best New Comedy.
Yay.
And that I think the People's Choice Awards air sometime in January. We'll
Start
get a date
voting,
for
guys. You
So-
can vote Twitter, Facebook,
Yeah.
the People's Choice Awards app.
Yeah, do it. Vote
I
for
voted
the
today,
show. Yeah,
obviously.
and we hope that they win. We wish them luck with that, and we want to keep this going. So we hope that this momentum helps with. I don't know if it has anything to do with, but helps the season get picked up for number 2.
Hell yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Okay, predictions, guys. Do you have any predictions your brain is thinking about right now? Yeah, see, the lights happen. It happens every time,
Right?
Kevin.
See, I'm
Shocks
sorry, I
him
just-
every time. Every time.
I'm going to say that since I'm really good at predicting
Okay,
things.
all right.
And I predicted
And
that.
you're so modest with your
I know,
predictions.
right?
I've never said I'm modest.
That's true.
That is true. So I predicted that there would be something video game related because, well, I would just have guessed because of pattern and
I mean,
it hadn't been
it's
talked
not
about in a
that
while.
out there of a freaking prediction.
Logic,
Jen.
really.
Okay.
I predict that Veronica and Eli go like on a date or something happens with them.
But I've already said that, though.
I said it first tonight.
I've said that before too.
But it's my-
you just
I'm saying it, and now it's
prediction.
gonna happen.
Stole all of
Oh,
ours.
okay.
It's magic. It's gonna happen.
After this whole thing where we watched him like basically hit on her all night, and I've been predicting it all season.
Well, something has to
all
now
have.
happen.
Okay.
Well, remember, she just was texting the writer, so maybe she knows something we don't.
Whatever. All right, Kevin.
You know, I'm gonna predict the obvious.
Okay.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, that was.
Well, that goes without saying.
Okay.
David is going to come back and reprise the Santa. I mean, that right there has to come back, and they're just going to
Oh,
do.
okay.
Yes, because the thing is, I know he initially did it to get a present for
Yeah.
Eli, and he got the goldfish, so that kind of brings conclusion to
Right.
the whole Santa thing. But
You think they're going to bring it back?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, here's the thing, though. We're off next week. There's no
Yeah,
episode.
That's right.
that is right.
So
There's too much time in between.
right. So I predict that the episode before the end of the year is going to be a New Year's episode, and then I think Veronica and Eli will kiss. Oh, now I brought it back.
Whatever. That's so stealing my prediction and making it
Was it
your
going to be
own.
that specific?
Maybe.
It probably would have been because we are the same.
I think that Christmas present buying is going to continue. And I think that, like, Camilla and Warner are going to have, like, a fight over a Christmas present or something. And maybe possibly we'll get to see children.
Oh, my God.
Because it's Christmas time. And I also want to say that I feel like sometime in the season there's going to be, like, not now, but, like, in the next couple, maybe month or so, that Camilla, like, an ex-boyfriend is going to come into play somehow or something.
Ooh.
Like, visiting or something. And they're totally just going to be friends, but we're going to see Warner get really jealous. And I think that would be funny to see him, like, fight for his girl because he's so not like that.
But I feel like he would fight for her because the guy is in competition with him in like a nerd way.
Totally.
Like it would only be because he's better than him at tennis or something.
Yeah, it would be something like that for sure.
That would be hilarious.
I know. I just think it would be funny to see Warner try and be like the
he's
dude,
so
like
passive,
get off
like-
my woman, like it's something opposite than what. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Kind of like in the league where Kevin was getting defensive over Jenny, but only because the guy was like giving her
yeah,
league advice.
that's right.
Right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's
Well,
all right.
you should do the league with us and then you would know.
Well,
You should give me an invitation.
Jen and I do
maybe
lots
I'll
of shows here, so make sure you watch. And Kevin, what other shows do you do here?
The shows that I do are currently on hiatus: America's Got Talent and The Game.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening and watching our 10th episode of Dads. We are off next week, so
We'll miss you.
Tweet us anyway.
tweet us anyway. And I am your host, Lauren Leonelli. You can find me at Lauren Leonelli on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Vine, and my website.
I'm Kevin John. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HeyKevinJohn or on my website, www.whoarethesimpsons.com.
I'm Jenifer Golden. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jen the Jew. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh, that's right.
And Facebook as Jenifer Golden, my website, jennifergolden.com, and probably other places. Just Google me.
All right, guys.
Other places, literally.
That's right. And also, where can we see you on AfterBuzz TV? What other shows?
Only shows with Lauren.
Oh, just here. And I also do Homeland Sunday night, so make sure you tune in for that. Thank you guys so much. We won't see you next week. We'll see you the week after. Happy holidays, everyone.
holidays.
See you later.
Holidays! From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.